Hey everyone, Ivy League Gaming here, and today we're playing Higan Eruthyll. For today's video, I'm gonna do a bit of a character spotlight on Gyldan. Alright, Gyldan, depending on the dialect. I looked up a bunch of pronunciations. They're all different, so we'll go with Gyldan. But speaking which, yeah. She is my newest hero I started building. I had received her after hitting my pity on that banner, and I did decide to go with her instead of saving it for the future. Now, I thought she was a really great pick because her kit lends itself really well to pair with our other Umbra character, Eruthyll, right? She's actually got a very good synergy with Eruthyll. So first of all, she is a Guardian. Gyldan we're talking about. Class specialized in surviving in battle. When a Guardian is present, all allies take 5% less damage. So we do have a damage mitigation aspect to this. And of course, she is going to be someone who is kind of like a defensive champion. But she's good for the front line, so that'll play into your formation in battle. So let's take a look at her. Actually, let's see. She actually does have a skin. Super cute. This one I think was part of the first set. Not sure if this is going to change. I should say, obviously this video is being put out during the soft launch. Things could change a little for sake of the global launch for April 6th. So if you're watching this later, I'll try to make sure I put any notes. If they change her kit or change anything about the way she works, I'll go ahead and put an edit in the description or in the pinned comment to mention anything different from global to beta. I'll do that later. But for now, if there's no comment, then this should still be true. But alright, so we have this. I mean, again, I don't know how long this skin is going to be available for, but it was available for purchase in the shop with premium currency, but the paid premium currency. Alright. Oop, that's not the right one. Over here, we have her basics. So yeah, defensive based, a little bit of control, and a little bit of damage. So she's got a good mixture. She does have control, and we'll talk about that. Oops, I was totally blocking that, wasn't I? Here we go. There you go. Now you can see what we're talking about here. I also wanted to do this video because as of making this video, there's no way to see character skills when you're looking at a banner and deciding to summon. Hopefully that's changed soon. Rather than later. But yeah, let's take a look at her skills. So her basic strikes the target with her shield, dealing physical damage to a target. Her passive, each time being attacked, she has a chance to apply 1 stack of Dark Mark on the attacker. Dark Mark generates 1 random debuff. This effect lasts for 5 seconds to a maximum of 7 debuffs. So I love that, generating a random debuffs. There's so many things that could really help push you over the edge in battle. And it may be random, but don't worry, she also comes with some consistent debuffs as well. So her ultimate is great. She has an interruption. Okay, so the ultimate here, interrupt enemies in a circular area, do physical damage equal to whatever. Interruption. An interrupted unit has their channeled and charged skill stopped. And I'm going to show you an example of where this comes in handy. But when you start off playing the game, they actually do a good job of using Yume to show you how to interrupt someone, like a boss that has a channeling skill. And there's not that many I've noticed that I'd want to use that have that. She's definitely one of them. So you might choose to use a different frontline tank, different someone like maybe Kier that shields. But if you're going against a channeling boss, she's a perfect insert into your formation. Let me go here. We have her skill, the one that you choose to use, which can be toggled, so we'll show both. Alright, she's got A Gyldan raises Bulwark, interrupting all enemies in the rectangular area and dealing physical damage, attack damage, during which Gyldan increases her armor by a certain percentage. And then her other skill is not an interruption skill, so keep this in mind. This could be something we switch, you toggle, depending on, of course I have to unlock, but you could toggle to this one if you're not going against a boss that you have to worry about interruption. If you do have to worry about interruption, then it's probably nice to have not only the ultimate interrupting, but also her skill, which would be this one. But if you're not going against an interruption or an enemy that has a channel, then this would probably be smarter, because we have Gyldan taunts an enemy for 5 seconds and applies glazed skin to the target. She also increases her armor for 7 seconds. Glazed skin affected units are immune to magic damage but take more physical damage. This is really important here. So if you're using this skill, this one that requires 6 energy points instead of this one for Gyldan, make sure you're not putting her in the same team with a damage dealer that's doing magic damage. It actually makes the enemy immune to magic damage, but take more damage from physical damage, which is where our friend Iluya comes in, right? I think that's a pretty good pairing, if I do say so myself. So this is really fun here. I think she's got a really interesting kit overall. I think she seems pretty solid so far in my uses, and I'm looking forward to finishing maxing her out. As you can see, all my stuff isn't quite finished yet level-wise. I have level 5 for her ultimate, but not for her active or her others. So this game is a grind for resources, that's for sure. Hopefully they get a little bit better with that. But we do have her awakenings to take a look at as well. So she's phase 3, that's how you get her. Phase 4 with another dupe or some extra resources here. So we have, this is an extra talent, grants self Iron Skin Ultra for 7 seconds, increases armor by 30%, or when hunting skill and trap taunt ends, if the ally with the highest attack damage falls HP, wait, the ally with the highest attack damage, their HP, falls below 50%, then grants the ally 40% bonus armor. This effect lasts for 7 seconds. That's really hard to actually say out loud. If the allies... Anyway. Taunt. Yep. Forces the target to attack the taunter and disables their skills. So the taunt and provoke work so different in every game that I play. This is one where it actually does disable your skills. If you played Raid Shadow Legends, it's the same. But there's other games that have that sort of taunt or provoke into the mechanics of a lot of the characters, but they actually just make you attack that person, but it doesn't disable their skills. So I think this one actually is one that disables the skills too, so it's kind of like a block cooldowns as well. Or block active skills, sorry. So alright, we have this other talent at phase 5. Upon entering battle, all characters gain a shield that makes them immune to 100% physical damage for 3 times, and this effect lasts for 10 seconds. So they'll survive 3 hits from physical damage when you enter a battle. That's really great. This is one of those things that I think you can get from the buffs you get while doing the labyrinth. Alright, and then we got every 15% self-missing HP increases Obsidian Scar trigger rate by 2% up to 10%. The more HP she's missing, the more she triggers Obsidian Scar. Okay. And then rank 6, when Crystal Avulsion's duration ends, every 1 Umbra character in the team grants all allies 6% bonus armor. This effect lasts for 7 seconds. And then Crystal Avulsion inflicts 1 stack of Dark Mark on the target. Every 25% of self-missing HP inflicted inflicts an additional stack of Dark Mark on the target, up to 3 stacks. There's so many typos here. Look at Maker. They tried. Dark Mark gets 1 random debuff, as we remember, right? Alright. So that's it. That's her kit. Let me quickly look through. I'll show you her full talent tree in case you want, or the awakening tree in case you want to see what is actually being added besides the actual key points. This is the hard part. I'm hoping, again, I hope it's changed by the time some people are watching this video, but we can't even see the damn skills of the character. It makes no sense. Like, how are you going to decide if you can't see all these details about the character? How are you going to decide if you even want to summon for them? Which I'll show you in a second. It's quite funny. Alright, increases healing received. Ooh, that's nice. Ooh, okay. So you actually can see it a little bit more in detail here about what that's actually increasing. How much her awakenings are actually affecting her kit. It's nice to see that here. A little bit easier way to break it down. Okay, so let's also take a look at her weapon. So Amethyst Barrier. Gyldan won't mind using Amethyst Barrier to make Hot Pot, and she's proud of its versatility. It's like, it's a fancy shield, let's be honest. But as you upgrade, you just get more glow to the middle. I wish the glows were a little bit more dramatic as they improved. But alright, let's take a look at plays as well. So when you go into... I don't have a good set right now for her defensively. But let's see what they recommend. So each debuff on the attacker reduces their damage taken by 4%, max of 5 stacks. Yeah, for sure. This is the one that sounded the best to me when I was looking at some earlier. Absolutely this one for sure. If you can get her 5-star play. And then there's also this other one here. Upon taking damage, damage restores HP by 2%. Max HP per second. This effect lasts for 5 seconds and can be triggered at most 1 time per 15 seconds. Whew, I had to sneeze there. But alright, yeah, definitely, this sounds solid. Seems like a good pick. I like it. And let's go ahead and actually use her in battle. Actually, before we do here, I wanted to show the reason she synergizes with Aluya, besides the fact of a physical damage person to go along with her active skill. Look at Aluya here. Also inflicts 3 dark mark on the target, dealing physical damage equal to blah blah blah. So Aluya also applies dark mark, so she's really great to pair with Gyldan. They can both apply it, keep those debuffs popping, and especially if you have that really great play that's perfect for Gyldan, then you're going to keep debuffs up consistently. Oh hey, it's daily time. Alright, we're going to go ahead and use the show phase 2 as our example. We're going to go into finale. Yeah, phase 2. Let's use phase 2 as our example. I'm going to be talking through this, so I'm probably going to mess up some timing of things. But I have Gyldan here at the front formation, just like you should have your Hoplite or your Guardian. We have our caster here. We have, I do have her in here doing more damage, so she's just kind of helping out, but really, Aluya is going to be the star of the show. And we also have Liv in here for healing, plus she does a little bit of damage, and she's got a fun kit. I really like her too. But this is going to be more about Aluya and Gyldan's synergy. You're going to absolutely see it. So let's go ahead. I have this on slower speeds, and I have it on, I'm going to take it off auto. So we're going to wait for him to have the interrupt, or the skill that needs to be interrupted. He's going to start channeling. All right. So there it is. We could use our skill and interrupt, succeed. That's where she's great. That is exactly where she's going to shine. So you're going to want to time it and be careful if it's a hard battle. If it's not too hard of a battle, you might get away doing it on auto. But alright, I'm going to use auto until her ultimate's ready, because I want to show her ultimate as well. But I don't want to waste it at a bad time, because it also has interruption. I'm playing this on 1x speed instead of 2x speed, so you guys can kind of see some animations as well. And I did turn off the edited versions of the ultimates to, again, take a look at this character for real, right? Boom, we could interrupt that. Might as well. Let's go ahead, do some damage, make sure everyone's getting healed up. Do some more damage because we can. Boom. Alright, I'm off auto right now. I better... Alright, we have her ultimate ready, but I'm gonna wait until we're actually needing to use it for an interruption. So I gotta get her going that direction. Is she gonna get going? Get over there, girl. Why are you back here? What are you doing way back here? She's just hanging out. She must have had one of these others distracting her. Come on, give me an ultimate, give me a channeling skill to interrupt. Come on. Oops, sorry, Liv. Liv needs to heal people. Oops, sorry. As I try to kill Illuya without paying attention. Come on, come on. Give me something to interrupt. There it goes. Boom. And there's her ultimate. Boom! Smash! Interruption successful. Okay, I'm gonna let the rest of this play out in auto. We accidentally killed Illuya already, so there is that. Poor Illuya. She did a lot of damage, though, as you can see. That's the reality of me not healing enough because I was trying to show the skills. Boom. But that's pretty much it. I mean, she's really, really successful in this. She's gonna be fine in other content as well. Like I said, she has the taunt if you use that skill instead of the one that has the interruption. But the interruption's really good for bosses like this, so that's something to keep in mind. But yeah, I think she's a great addition to the roster, especially if you have Illuya. If you don't have Illuya in your roster, though, you might consider a different support. Like, personally, I really was loving Kier as the main tank because they also bring a shield for the whole group. So I didn't really want to replace Kier in my team, but if I'm using Illuya, it only makes sense to bring Gyldan along as well. So hope this video was helpful, and I'll see you in the next one.